Hey everyone, Chris Langton here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the 6 commandments of gym ad copy. Okay, so if you want to make your ad copy stand out for your gym, you want to make sure you're following as many of these 6 commandments as possible. Okay, these are just good rules, good guidelines to follow. And yeah, obviously I don't need to explain to you why that's important, because if you're running ads, which I'm sure you are for your gym, then this is going to be something that plays into the ad performance, which means that it's going to determine the number of leads and the right kind of leads that are opting in from your ads, right? And then that's obviously going to determine how your gym is growing down the line, okay? So if you're not familiar with me and you're not familiar with the channel, my name's Chris, and I help gyms basically to scale and grow, but also to do that profitably. All right, so without further ado, we're going to get into the first of the 6 commandments today, and that is going to be headline always comes first. Okay, so the headline of the ad is the first thing that's going to, not the first thing that's going to stand out, that's going to be the image, but it's going to be the main part of the ad that really jumps out at the user, right? Because more often than not, the call to action is very near to the headline, right? So if the headline is good, and if the headline is convincing enough, right, the call to action will happen, right? So essentially, if you think about someone scrolling on social media and stopping on an ad, right, you would think they would be scrolling, and then the image is what's going to stand out to make the scroll stop, right? To stop that, sort of zombie scroll that people do, right? The image stops the zombie scroll, and then the headline and the first couple of words in the body copy are the thing that's going to make the viewer want to actually read more, right? They see the headline, oh, okay, I can relate to this. They see the first couple of words of the body copy, they think, I can relate to this too. Then they read a little bit more, right? So the headline always comes first. It is extremely important to get that right. Okay, so what constitutes getting the headline right is all about, the next couple of things that we're going to talk about, which is number 2 in the 6 commandments is going to be always call out who you're looking for. Okay, so also, there's a bonus here. If you can also call out who you're not looking for, that's a bonus as well, right? So if you can throw into the body copy, something, typically humorous, like if you are the kind of person who really dislikes having a fun time in a great community, or if you're the kind of person that isn't motivated, you're not the kind of person we're looking for, or don't click on this ad, something like that. Like, just make it like a little bit funny if you can, right? If you can throw that in as a bonus, great, right? But if not, you always want to call out who you're looking for. So again, you can apply this to the headline, right? Your headline can sort of target a group of people, for example, right? So if you're looking for a certain demographic, let's say an age demographic, in the headline, you can target that, right? So yeah, always call out who you're looking for in the body copy as well. So you can say, this program is, we've tailored this program specifically for women over 40, for example, right? Or professional women, right? Something like that, right? You can target who exactly you want, right? And make sure you do that in the copy. So then people are going to read it, and your audience, the ones that you actually want to click on the ad, will read it and say, I can relate to that. Seems like this is actually for me, right? So yeah, so that's the second thing. Always call out who you're looking for. You can apply that to the headline as well. All right. Now, number 3 is urgency and scarcity wherever possible. Okay, so now let's just distinguish quickly between urgency and scarcity. I think sometimes people mix them up. So urgency is you have 7 days left to claim this offer, or we're only running this offer until the end of June, right? That is urgency. So it's time-based, right? Scarcity is quantity-based. So we are only giving out 20 of these, right? We only have 8 passes left, all right? So that's scarcity. So scarcity is quantity-based and urgency is time-based, all right? So you want to use both of these in conjunction with each other if possible, okay? We are only giving out 20 of these, and we're only giving them out this month, right? That is a combination of scarcity and urgency, right? So you can say somewhere in the copy of your ad, hey, we are looking for 20 women or men, to participate in XYZ, right? Or we are only giving out 20 passes to blank class, this month, right? So use a combination of those two, and on top of that, right? So that's number 3. That's commandment number 3. Commandment number 4, which goes in conjunction with this, is give a reason why. Okay, so humans have something called a reason-respecting tendency. Okay, so what that means is that if you give a reason behind something, people are much more likely to be like, oh, okay, and like, understand and respect that, right? So if you're giving out 20 free passes to a trial class and you're only giving them out this month, right? But you don't say why, like, why are you giving out only this month, right? Why not next month? And then you sort of run into that. You're not giving them a reason why, right? So maybe it could be this month for summer, or for example, in certain countries they have June holidays. You could say, oh, we're giving this pass out specifically only in June, for the June holidays, something like that, right? So give a reason why, and people are much more likely to believe the urgency and scarcity, as opposed to seeing it as just some sort of marketing gimmick, because most people are used to seeing scarcity and urgency these days, right? So give a reason why, right? That will always add a little bit more legitimacy, credibility to the urgency and to the scarcity, all right? So that's number 4, commandment number 4, which was reason why. Okay, so give a reason why you are doing the promo that you're doing, for example. Okay, and then number 5 is going to be benefit status. Okay, so show how joining your program or signing up at your gym is going to benefit the status of the person who's clicking on the ad, right? They need to know why. Not only is this going to benefit them in a health and fitness sense, because they're expecting that, right? If you see an ad for a gym, you're expecting that it's going to improve your health and fitness if you click on it, right? But another thing that you can do to just really drive home why they should click on the ad is how this is actually going to benefit your status as well, right? So for example, losing X amount of weight, right, is a typical sort of goal that people have, right? But why do they have that goal in terms of health and fitness? Well, it's if you think about it a little bit deeper, what is the outcome of the outcome, right? The outcome of losing, let's say 20 pounds, right? Or 10 kilos, the outcome of that outcome is going to be being able to fit in a dress that they haven't worn since high school, perhaps, right? Or their family telling them that they're glowing and that they look great, something like that. So that is the status benefit from the outcome that they're going to get from your gym, right? So if you can tap on the outcome of the outcome, right, and make it something that actually hits people emotionally, right, and is actually sentimental, for example, like, being able to wear a dress that they haven't worn since high school, right, going down X amount of dress sizes. My family and friends tell me that I'm glowing these days, stuff like that, right? That really hits in the feels, right? So that's commandment number 5. And so finally, commandment number 6 is going to be a stupid, simple call to action. Okay, there has to be very clear steps shown, right, as to what you'd like this user to do, right? The next steps that you want them to take. All right, so it would be clicking on a button, perhaps, right? Click on this button, find out more about this program. Click below, right? Click a link, click a button, whatever it may be. Make it an extremely, extremely simple call to action, right? That is not, directing them to, a blog, and then they get directed to a blog that maybe you have on your website, and then where do they go from there? It's not clear, right? Let's say, okay, they see an ad, they click on the ad, it brings them to a blog. Like, what's the call to action there? Are they supposed to read the blog, and then after they read the blog, go to another page and then book themselves in from another page? Like, what are they supposed to do? It's not clear enough, right? So make it an extremely simple call to action. Click this button, fill in a form, we'll contact you straight away, for example, something like that, right? So a very, very simple call to action. This is something called, it's part of something called direct response marketing. Okay, so it would really benefit you to, okay, you can look into that topic, right? But yeah, it would really benefit your ads to just have a very, very straightforward call to action that is direct response. Okay, so those are the 6 commandments. Okay, I'm just gonna run through them quickly again. We have headline comes first, right? Think about the headline. That is gonna be what the most important part of the ad, basically, other than the photo. Always call out who you're looking for. Bonus points if you can call out who you are not looking for. All right, scarcity and urgency wherever possible. Okay, and then reason why. Okay, so reason why for the scarcity and urgency, reason why for the promo that you're running, whatever it may be. Okay, benefit status, right? Show how it benefits the status of the person. Okay, talk about the outcome of the outcome, right? Not just the outcome itself. Okay, and then lastly, a stupid, simple call to action. Okay, so that is 6 in total commandments that we've gone through today. I hope that it has been useful a little bit, right? At least. If you're interested in, how I sort of actually write these for my gyms, right? The gyms that work with me. I handle all this stuff for them. I write their copy, I help them to write it if they want to write it themselves, and I help them to tweak it. And I also help to test them in the actual ads themselves and determine which is working best at any given time, right? If you're interested in how I do that, you can always click on the first link in the description. Again, I am not forcing you. I do not care if you click it or not, right? I'm just here to explain, the 6 commandments, right? But if you found it useful and if you're actually interested, if you're curious, you can go ahead and click it. And yeah, if not, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, maybe show a little like and maybe comment. Let me know what you'd like to see in future videos, and subscribe if you are so inclined to do so. But thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate the time, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks so much. Take care.